Good morning, children. How are you all? I hope all of you are doing well along with your family members. So, now today we are going to continue with chapter 2 in history, that is from hunting, gathering to growing food. I repeat, from hunting, gathering to growing food. Now, we have already studied the first part of the chapter in which we studied about herding and farming. Now the next is domestication. So now what do we mean by domestication? So domestication, it is the name given to the process in which people look after the growing plants and look after the animals. So domestication, it is the name given to the process in which people grow plants and they look after the animals. Very often plants and animals, they are tended by the people to become different from the wild plants, from the wild animals and plants. So this is because people select plants and animals for domestication. Now there is a choice of selection for this process called domestication. For example, they select or choose those plants and animals that are not prone to diseases. Now obviously we cannot have consume those plants which from where we can get infected or we can get any sort of diseases. So obviously we are human beings, we have our brains and we use our brains, so that we cannot choose any plant or any animal that after consuming it we are infected or we are prone to any diseases. So this is the process called domestication. They also select plants that are large size grain, they have strong stalks capable of bearing the weight of the rib grain. So again it is very obvious that we can choose the plants that are safe for our consumption. So amongst animals we are very gentle for selecting. As a result, domesticated animals and plants, they become different from wild animals and plants. And earliest domesticated plants were wheat and barley, which we also consume today. And earliest domesticated animals, they were sheep and goat. So this is the example of domestication, which is a process where people look after the plants and animals. Now next topic is storing animals. Animals multiply naturally. Besides, if they are looked after carefully, they provide milk, which is an important source of food, and meat whenever required. So animals multiply naturally. This is something that you must also be knowing. But if you look after the animals carefully, then they can provide you with the good quality of milk, which is again an important source of food. Not just milk, also meat. So these are the two foods, that is, these are the two sources. The animals are the sources from where we can get food, In other words, animals that can be reared can be used as store of food. So that is why here the name of the topic is storing animals. Why storing? Because they can provide us with the food. So here is an example. See, the people who took care of animals, they also provide milk and meat. So again this becomes an example. Now we are going to study a new topic, that is a new way of life. Now how did the life actually change, or what is the new way out of it? People planted seeds and noticed that it takes some time to grow. So we are starting with the figure here. People planted seeds and they noticed that seeds had taken some time to grow. They stayed in the same place for a long time. Then they looked after the plants, they watered the plants, and they did all what was. So people did all the necessary things which were important. They looked after the plants, they watered them and took care of them. Then grain had to be stored for foods and seeds. Then they began making large clay pots and wove baskets and dug pits into the ground. So this was completely a new way of life which people had discovered then. So what is it all about? When people began growing plants, it means that they had to stay in the same place for the long time. They had to water the plants, just as I said. Then the grain had to be used carefully. As grain had to be stored for both for food and also for seed, people had to think the ways of storing it. So in many areas they began making the large clay pots, or they had wove baskets, or the dug pits into the ground. So this is what, these are all the important steps which were taken by the people over there. So that was it. Now we will have a quick recap. So we studied the topic of domestication, where it was the process of how people take care of the plants and animals. Then storing animals, of course, because of the food that they provide and a new way to life which people had discovered it in the earlier times. So that was it for today. I hope you have understood this chapter nicely. Thank you and have a nice day.